Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is the Movie Reviewers, and today guys we are going to be talking about the top 5 villains bigger than Kang, or a possibility of beating Kang on a 1v1. So, today, again, I'm going to be saying that. So yeah, if you don't know who Kang the Conqueror is, he is he's a villain in the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. The newest one, 2023, was the villain there, and he can solo Thanos because he created the timeline and created those stones. So yes, today we're gonna be talking about the top 5 villains bigger than Kang. So let's go on straight to it. Number 1 is Chthon. Who is Chthon? So I'm telling you who the heck is Chthon. So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness laid the groundwork for Chthon to enter the pictures at some point in the MCU's future. Directly mentioned in the movies by Wong, Chthon was described as a demonic being and the author of the Darkhold. Apparently, it was he who crafted the prophecy of the Scarlet Witch. This development was taken straight from the comics, where Chthon was revealed as the reason of Scarlet Witch's destructive potential. In Marvel Comics, it was said that Chthon, centuries after becoming entrapped in Mount Wundagore, infused a fraction of his chaos magic powers in Wanda's body at the moment of her birth on the mountain. So, that is Chthon. So Chthon is basically a demonic being that created the Darkhold on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which you can watch it as a real-life movie. So, there is more here. The point of this was to turn Scarlet Witch into the catalyst of his return. It was always his intentions for Scarlet Witch to be the vessel he will use He will use to wreak havoc on Earth. When he finally escaped from his imprisonment, Doctor Strange 2 saw his temple collapse, but that doesn't rule out Chthon's emergence in a future MCU movie. In fact, it's been heavily theorized that Chthon was the movie's real villain. His history of manipulating people from his prison makes it a real possibility that Chthon quietly influenced Scarlet Witch's actions in the interest of using her powers to gain his freedom. If Scarlet Witch returns after Doctor Strange 2, Chthon could one day get a second chance at an escape possibility in the Midnight Suns movie, which is coming up. Midnight Sun is a real movie coming up, but I don't know when. I don't know. Alright, number 2, we have the Set. Now, who is the Set? So I'm going to tell you who the heck is Set. So let's go. Moon Knight's additions to the MCU mythos opened the door for another members of the Elder Gods, Set, to join the MCU. In Moon Knight's episode 4, Khonshu was imprisoned alongside some of his fellow Egyptian gods. Who they are and why they'd be locked up wasn't explained, but this particular reveal can lead to the MCU's official introductions of a major Marvel comic villain. Since set in an Egyptian deity, it's not implausible that he's one of the Throat gods. If that's true, Marvel can use this reveal to introduce the Serpent Crown, one of the most powerful artifacts in the Marvel Universe. In the comic books, the Serpent Crown is seen a conduit for the god's return. Due to his absurdly high power level, Set has been the subject of multiple crossover events. Attempts to weaponize the Serpent Crown have led to heroes like the Avengers, Namor the Submariner, and more to rally together to stop his return from coming to pass. By drawing upon this particular interpretation of the mythological deity, Marvel can unleash one of his strongest villains on the MCU. So this is what they are, who they are. This is the art, I guess. So next, or the third one, is Mephisto. This is my favorite villain, Mephisto. He is a very good villain, honestly. Mephisto. A number of misdirects and teases that ultimately went in different directions generated all sorts of theories about the debut of the MCU's Mephisto. Various details linked Marvel take on Satan to Doctor Strange 2, WandaVision, Loki, and even Spider-Man No Way Home. None of these panned out, but one legitimate legitimate Mephisto teas can be found in Phase 4. Regardless, in She-Hulk Episode 4, a sorcerer named Donnie Blaze opened up a portal to a demon realm. One of the characters in the show, Madison, spent some time there off-screen and encountered a goat demon who tried to get her to bargain for her soul. By confirming that this dimension exists in the MCU, Marvel created a world for Mephisto to inhabit that's consistent with Marvel's deception of hell and the ways of the demons that live there. And if rumors of Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto projects are to be believed, the villain will officially join the MCU before Kang is even defeated. So, that is number 3. Number 4, Annihilus. This is also a favorite villain. Starting out as a Fantastic Four villain, Annihilus evolved into a top-tier villain. When Marvel launched the Annihilation crossover story, leading an army called the Annihilation Wave, Annihilus posed a danger to all life in the universe, forcing even Thanos himself to align with the heroes. Based on the damage he wrote, it's not hard to imagine Annihilus showing up as a villain in a cosmic MCU movie. The chances of that one day happening were drastically increased by Miss Marvel's season finale, which teased the negative zone Annihilus' prison in comics. In the episodes, Kamala Khan's bracelet caused her to seemingly swap places with Captain Marvel in the moment that was reminiscent of a comic story where the original Captain Marvel and Rick Jones shared a similar bond. When banging the nega bands, sorry, I don't mean to say the N-word, but the nega bands together, or the nigga bands, I'm just saying the nega bands together, Rick will be transported to a dimension called the negative zone, and Marvel, who was already stuck there, will subsequently leave and take Rick's place on this earth. By borrowing this story, Miss Marvel has set the stage for the negative zone to get a proper introduction in the Marvels. If that happens, the MCU will have an easy way of bringing in Annihilus. Alright, number 5, this is my most favorite villain. It is on X-Men. So, let's go. Null. Who is Null? Null is a relatively new character in Marvel's villain library. Has a pathway to the MCU after Phase 4, much like Chatan and Set. Null is one of the oldest and strongest beings in the history of the Marvel Universe. He's also the creator of the symbiotes, thus forming an intrinsic link between him and Venom, who exists in the MCU via the multiverse. The first symbiote born from his power was all black, the Necrosword, the weapon wielded by Gore, the God Butcher. The MCU avoided confirming the sword's status as a symbiote, but the way in which it gradually corrupted Gore supports this connection, since Thor: Love and Thunder didn't give any concrete answers as to who made it. It may be that Marvel's plan is to delve into Null at a later date. So, those are the top 5 bigger villains that top 5 villains bigger than Kang. That's gonna be it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe with link notification bell on so you never miss any uploads. This will be the last video I will upload today, so I'm gonna have to take a break. I only mean like 6, so peace out.